This is SoulCharge, the podcast for women leaders to take the highest level of ownership of their power to create results now. I'm your host, Stacy B. Let's dive in. Welcome to this unique and powerful SoulCharge episode. As I always say, one of the things that is so top of mind for me in the teachings that I offer our clients is that they are always the teaching merged with a practical tool or way to apply what it is, the teaching, the idea, the concept, that we immediately bridge it with a tool that you can use quickly and effectively. And that's what this episode is all about. We are coming in hot. It will be quick and it will be something that you can, in 10 minutes or less, take back and implement. So the tool today is a tool to transform your effort into results in minutes. And here's how we do it. When you are pursuing something, when you are after something that you want, it could be something as simple as a meeting you are going forward with a client. It could be something as simple as a meeting with your team, or even if it's something that you desire. What you want to do is you want to get clear on what the outcome is that you want. What is the outcome? What is the desire? And be very clear about it. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to invoke or bring up in yourself the feeling that you would have if the thing you want is realized. How would you feel? Would you be excited? Would you be thrilled? Would you be expanded? Would you be unstoppable? How would you feel? So you have the clarity on the outcome, you have how you want to feel. And the next thing that you're going to do is ask yourself, what are the actions that I need to take to realize this thing that I'm after? And the reason that we want to inquire first before we take the action is to just simply ask ourselves, is the action that we are taking for the highest and best good? Is the action actually aligned action, or is it the action for just the sake of being busy? Is it just the action for the sake of being in action, feeling busy, feeling worthy because you're productive? If that's the basis of the action, we don't want to do it, because the truth is we want to do aligned action. We want you to think about what you're doing before you go and do the damn thing, right? Very simple. So we have the clarity on what we want. We have the way that you're going to feel once it's realized. And we've now asked ourselves, what is the action that would realize this outcome? That simple reflection process allows you to have clarity. It allows you to align with what you want. When we are aligned with not just what we're after, but the feeling that we have if the thing is realized, that actually informs the action and the way that we go and do our part in realizing the thing that we're after. So often I see that women leaders are clear on their outcome, but to be totally honest, there is hope more so than conviction and certainty behind the thing that they have chosen. And so this is all about you getting centered on what you want, how you're going to feel when it's realized, and to really check yourself about the actions you're taking to fulfill that thing. And so now that that is clear, what we want to check ourselves about next is, what is the intention or the spirit behind how you're moving through the world? Are you moving through the world that this thing being realized is going to be the thing that makes you happy, is going to be the thing that changes your relationship, is going to be the thing that makes you fall in love with your business? Are you making who you be contingent on this thing? If you are doing that, what you are projecting and spiraling forward is actually lack. And so what we don't realize is that when we approach things in that way, we actually cancel out all of the effort to get clear, to be aligned with the feeling, and to go take massive action. Because if we think that thing is going to make or break us, we actually are giving our power away before we even start. And so I really want you to be honest with yourself. Are you seeing this thing becoming realized as the thing that's going to make you worthy, as the thing that's finally going to make you feel enough, or the thing that's finally going to make you happy in your relationship? If any of those things are true, that's what actually needs to be left behind, because no matter how much you conjure up feelings, no matter how clear you are, no matter how much action you take, if you are coming from an inner state of lack and separation, all you will create is more of that. The universe and the world is not responding to what you say. It's responding to who you be. It is responding to the vibrations you are bringing into the world. It is responding to the energy that you are rooted in. If you are rooted in separation and lack first, it doesn't matter how much external work that you do. I want to keep this episode super, super simple. I want you to be able to listen to this and apply it. Let's break this down so that you have a live example of how you would take this and apply this to the business. So first and foremost, deciding on what you want. It could be a new client. It could be a new account. It could be a new team member. What is the next quantum leap? What is that big, hairy, audacious goal, if you will? Choose that. That is such a fun experiment to see how powerful this is choose something massive. Choose something that if it happened, you would be blown away, because that thing is actually going to evoke the most powerful feelings and emotions from you, versus if you're just like choosing the next linear step, that's boring and you know it, and stop hiding. It's time to get real. So choose something that's really juicy. Land on what you want. Now, I want you to feel, how would you feel if that thing was realized? Get into it with your body. Put your hands in the air. Get that smile on your face. Sit in the chair like your chest was expanded, as if it was realized. Your body movement with the feeling is key. Okay, so you chose the big outcome. Now you're feeling what it would feel like when it's done in your body. You're getting into it. You're sitting in your chair appropriately. Now ask yourself, what action am I taking to fulfill this? And what am I not doing that I could be doing? Think no stone unturned. What would it look like if I was leaving no stone unturned? Relentless in my pursuit, doing everything I could think of. That was, of course, aligned action, not just action for action's sake, but aligned action. So that is a practical application of how you would apply this. Play with this. Do it in your personal life. Use it in the business and see your results happen so much faster, because here's the truth. You are amazing at taking action. You have no problem with action. The piece you've been missing is how to harness your energy first to spiral, to infuse the action. Your action is so much more powerful if you take the time to consciously direct your will and energy. Have fun with this and go make magic happen. Are you loving SoulCharge? If so, hit the subscribe button, leave a review, and share an episode. We want to bring powerful content to women leaders each week so that women can be unleashed to create the results that they want now. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.